I'm Kiki Odding, and my major is elementary education.
I'm David, and my major is biology.
I'm Jessica, and my major is elementary education. We went to San Diego, California.
The woman who we built a house for, her name is Marnie, and she's a Harvard graduate, and she was living a well-off life, and she just felt God's calling to work for them, and she quit her job. She pretty much left everything, and she came down there and bought that house, and she started a whole new education program because about 75% of the kids failed the basic tests, like for math, English, and such. So she's making a whole new school, and yeah, she's doing great things. God is using her. She has like little mite holes all over the house, and we had to fill those up, and her backyard was like a jungle. Like the weeds were this tall. We had to wait for like 5 hours a day.
Tons of waiting.
Yeah.
Every morning that we worked on Marnie's house, the kids next door would always come over and they'd help us and just kind of play around at our feet. And
we passed out flyers, and then they came over and we just share the gospel with them, play games with them.
It was super awesome, incredible. This guy in 4th grade was just kind of telling us how much he knew about Jesus and stuff, but yet he was still super curious, and he just asked us like all these really intense questions, and just like his passion for like wanting to know Christ and like the truths about him was just like really cool, and that was really inspiring, you know, just like a young kid just wanting to learn more and more about Christ. And
then we also met with some like college kids and some other high school students.
And we did that 3 different nights with 3 different youth groups, so that was really cool. I think the most difficult part was there was 15 of us living in one house, and I mean there was 2 rooms for us to live in, and there was this kind of like gazebo room area. So I mean, we had girls sleeping on the floors and couches and switching that up.
My favorite part was probably hearing everybody's stories.
Each night at supper, we had couples or people come in and like give their testimonies and just share what they were doing through World Impact or other programs.
So that was just really neat hearing where they were at.
Yeah, that like really bonded us, and it was incredible like how close we became because we're just super diverse, and to just like get as close as we did was just like, I didn't really see that happening, but it was great. One Monday, which was our only like cloudy, rainy day, we were supposed to do some de-weeding again and putting the holes again at the house, but we weren't able to do that in the morning. And then we were supposed to go to this gym, Hoover High School, and like wipe off the wrestling mats and stuff, so we were all like,
no herpes.
Yeah, we were just like really not looking forward to doing this. So like we get to the high school, and the guys actually have like a testing day that day, so they needed the gym, so we didn't have to do that, and so they didn't have any other work projects for us, so we ended up going to Seaport Village that day.
It was kind of just a whole bunch of shops on the bay area.
Like kind of on the harbor a little bit.
Yeah.
We got the opportunity my group, David and I and this other gal walked down the harbor, and there was this like huge ship, and it was just like so awesome. So we're like, we're gonna be sneaky and walk up to it and see like how close we can get, and it ended up being like a museum. So then we were being that sneaky. Like,
one thing that I learned was that it's not that hard to share your story. I've always been kind of intimidated about doing that, and just like having God speak through me to like touch other people's hearts through my story was really neat to see. God
just really humbled me in the sense that like not just overlook people just because I think they're inferior to me.
Especially like with VBS, we each had like our parts in what we did, but we all just kind of came together, and the kids kind of saw like our relationships with each other, and then they just like wanted to be a part of that and like building our relationships like with us, so that was really cool.
I think we all learned that we can just learn from anybody, and I mean we work with kids for the majority of the time, and we just learn from them as they learn from us.
Yeah.
All right, well. Fun.